Hi, I'm Commissioner Nancy Jester, and welcome to Nancy Jester Reports for Tuesday, September 27th. So today we had your Board of Commissioners meeting, and I will give you a report on that following the announcements. So wanted to first thank Gillum Owen from Tucker High School for coming down to the Board of Commissioners meeting. She was elected the president of the DeKalb County Youth Commission. So I got to meet her and see her parents, meet her dad. So congratulations to Gillum. What a wonderful young woman. She gave a great speech. She made Tucker High School and all of District 1 very proud. So great job and well done. And she's up on social media, so make sure you go and like her picture and make a comment about that. Also, we received a presentation, did a proclamation, I should say, about human sex trafficking in Georgia and the metro area, and we talked also about the Safe Harbor Amendment. That is going to be a constitutional amendment for voter approval on the ballot in November, and I'm voting yes. I'm supporting this, so I hope that you'll look into it and consider it. What I will say is this particular handout, it's really alarming. The average age of victim of sexual trafficking is 13 years old, and it's happening everywhere. It doesn't matter if suburb, urban, affluent communities, all communities it is happening in. So this is something we all need to deal with. What this particular amendment would authorize is penalties for sexual exploitation and assessment on adult entertainment to fund children's victim services, so that we can help this very vulnerable population as they come out of being trafficked. So that was a great presentation, and I'm glad those folks were there. Also, I want to draw your attention to October 22nd, the Breast Cancer Awareness 5K Run Walk, 9 a.m. to 11 at North Lake Mall. So I'm planning on being there, so please come out and support this great cause. Also, you can register online. The website looks like this, and the link, we'll put it up on social media, but it's crowdrise.com/uniting DeKalb for a cure. So, but we'll put all the information up on our website and on social media and an email and everything. Also, I want to acknowledge that we had Ellen Maxwell Buthen. If I mispronounce her name, I'm so sorry, Ellen. But she is from the Facebook group Unbelievable DeKalb Water Bills, and she did a terrific job coming down and representing this issue to the Board of Commissioners. And kudos to everyone involved with that social media group on Facebook, and I think there's a Twitter page now. So way to go. This is exactly how you can get change in your government. So thank you for coming down, and I just want to extend an invitation for every citizen to come down and give comment to the Board of Commissioners. We need to hear your voices. We need to hear more of your voices, so please come down. And the meeting schedule is on my website. So let's see. Okay, so let's go over what we did today in the meeting. We had a discussion of a study that we had done about the SLUP 6 moratorium. SLUP is special land use permit. We had taken 6 of them and had a moratorium on issuing these permits, things like pawn shops and drive-throughs and liquor stores. What was excluded from that list was late night establishments. You also have to get a SLUP for that. That wasn't included in this moratorium. I think it ought to be. And in fact, many of you came down and commented about the study that we did and said, hey, why aren't you including late night establishments? I agree with you. I think we should. I think we need to study that issue seriously, because we have little pockets around the county that are causing real issues. So there was no action taken on this item right now, but I wanted to let you know that we had a nice discussion about that. There was rezoning, and we had some traffic calming petitions granted. And today, what was important under the appointments category here for DeKalb County is that we have a new zoning, a ZBA member for District 1. So we will welcome Dr. Pamela Speaks to the Zoning Board of Appeals. She will be representing District 1. So thank you, Pam, for agreeing. And thank you, Rick Callahan, for serving on that board. We appreciate your service. You did a great job. And now Pam is going to step up and serve us as well. So let's see. Those are some of the major things. Let's see. we accepted some grants, various grants for judicial things. Most of the contract things went to the Finance Audit and Budget Committee for review. We didn't really approve anything there. The Georgia Power lighting agreement, for those of you paying attention to that, that's for some lighting on Emory, was deferred to the last meeting of the year. I think given the potential for an annexation into Atlanta, people wanted to wait and see what was going on there. So those are the highlights of the actual board meeting. So we met in committees today, and I'll share a little bit of that. In Finance, Audit, and Budget, we went over various contracts again. Again, think that committee is not operating like it should be because we received no finance report, no discussion of audit, and of course it's not quite budget time yet, but we did nothing about budget. So we haven't received any reports or done the finance, audit, and budget work that FAB, that committee, would lead you to believe we would do. We did, however, look at contracts, and again, it just seems like people are overly interested in who's getting what work, how, when, and why, more than the overall fiscal health and sanity of DeKalb County. So, and what also came out of that meeting was questions about, well, why are you issuing a contract for some repair work that needs to happen at the water plant, and all kinds of questions about this. Well, you know what? If you had a functioning Public Works and Infrastructure Committee, we would have the answer to these questions. These questions would be vetted and talked about robustly by Public Works. But we don't have one. We haven't had one for quite some time. And in fact, before that, the Public Works Committee, much like the FAB Committee today, wasn't addressing the things it needed to address. Because if it was, we wouldn't have all of this deferred maintenance that now is coming due. After FAB, I went to the County Operations Committee meeting. Specifically, I went there. I'm not on that committee as I am on FAB, but I went there to listen to the interview for a reappointment to the Board of Assessors, and that was very interesting. We're hoping Commissioner Gannon, who chairs that committee, is going to bring back the assessors. All the assessors actually came in support of the reappointment of one of their own. I found out that they've all been on that board for quite a long time. I think the shortest serving member was 7 years. We had 23 years. We had 2 at 10 years. I think we had somebody at 13 years. So it's been the same board for a while. While I applaud them for their service, I do think that you know, it also might be time that you know, need some new perspectives on that board. So I would, you know, caution that we might, you know, people need to look at that. So that was interesting. I hope to hear more from the Board of Assessors, and I will hope to attend more of the Board of Assessors meetings. So that sums it up. We will have a zoning meeting tonight, so I will be going to that in just a few minutes. But so a full packed day today at your DeKalb Board of Commissioners.